While I was thinking I should do something different, that I'm gonna come live to you from Iloilo on the Esplanada. I'm walking right now, going to a different spot. There was too much noise down there. They were doing some construction, and it was quiet when I sat down. There was a bunch of cats around, and some puppies showed up, and it was kind of nice. But now they decided to do some pounding and using their grinders, so I'm moving to a different area, and we'll see how that works out for me. So just bear with me while I'm walking. Enjoy the scenery around me. Maybe I'll flip it around here so you can see what we're doing. There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk to a different area where I can sit down. Hey, Daniel, Mike, good morning. I'm just doing something different here, fellas. Uh, just decided to walk down here, park my motorbike, and walk on the Esplanada here in Iloilo. It's a beautiful day. The sun is out. I was watching Gino, and of course Gino, hey Von, Gino always puts me in a good mood, so I felt motivated. And I thought I would come out here and do something a little bit different. Show you all something most of you have probably seen, but maybe those in the US haven't seen it. But this is just a beautiful part of Iloilo where people walk and come down here for some exercise, or for me, just to come down here and relax a little bit. Usually it's quiet. They're doing some construction back there, but oh, is this a little pavilion I can sit down in? No, doesn't look like it. Some people were worried when I was setting this up. They thought I was filming them, but I'm not. And yeah, very good, Mike. Yeah, Vaughn, he's pretty faithful showing up, and I'm subscribed to him also. And Magic Mike, that's great. That's MacGyver Mike right there. You know, if you want to know how to fix something, or even if you don't want to know how to fix it, he's going to tell you how to fix it. Mike is a good resource. Look at this. It's like is that a pumping? I'm not sure what that is. Look at that. There's water running there. Oh, there's water on this side. Ah, look at here, my feline. Yeah, this is the Feline Barangay Council. And one of the barangays here in Ilo, I guess they're just coming out, checking out the Esplanada, making sure things are copacetic in the way they should be. And you gotta love an active barangay council that's doing what they're supposed to be doing. Of course, I'm joking, but I love it when I see the animals gathering together. I call that it's either the K9 Barangay Council, or it's the Feline Barangay Council. Let me flip it back around. I don't know. I guess you know what? I won't flip it back around. You guys probably want to see the nature more than you want to see my funny looking wrinkled face. Mike is the uncle I never had but always needed. There you go. There you go. Yeah, give me a thumbs up. Looks like there's 6 people in here. Let me check something real quick. Make sure. Oh, here we go. All messages. Okay, there we go. Well, Vaughn, if you're gonna meet Mr. White, then you're gonna meet me too, probably, or I'll come over there or try to. Oh, now the sun's in my eyes. I can't see. Hey, Scuba Steve in the house. Yeah, it is a beautiful view, isn't it? It's nice. You know, you got to give the local government Iloilo credit for taking care of the people that are here and looking out, you know, to have something nice for them like this, to come exercise and just relax. I mean, you don't see this everywhere. But I mean, the Philippines is beautiful on its own, but to have the city government spend the money to provide, you know, this is a paved, you know, they got pavers down here, a walkway like this for the people. It's a wonderful thing. It is a wonderful thing. It's beautiful. It's quiet along the river here. And look at these dwarf palm trees. It's beautiful. And I got some people walking towards me, so I'll try to keep the camera off of them and just enjoy the beauty. Good morning. Live stream.
Hello.
Oh, you're not on. You can be on there if you want. Say hello.
Hello.
Here we got some local people out exercising. Thank you for smiling. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. So friendly. Very friendly. I try to be respectful and not put people on the camera that don't want to be what they wanted to be, so we put it on there. Yeah, like and subscribe if you like the content. I appreciate it. Let's see, something I will have to check. Michael, not sure how quick that updates, but I did what you told me and what to do with the playlist and appreciate it. Steve, I thought you sent you Lazada and Lenny. Okay, Shopee. They're just talking to each other. That's fine. You'll be in Ilo indefinitely. Right now, Vaughn, I'm in Ilo. I'm not going to say I'll be here indefinitely, but I'm going to be here for a hot minute. And I'm renting a house, so I will be here for the time being. Try to keep up with these. Welcome Lone Ranger in the house. Yes. Oh, you're moving to Ilo in a couple months from Oregon. I spent 2 months there this spring. Well, Lone Ranger, you got to look me up. We'll get together. We'll go have a pizza or something. There's some good restaurants here. You've been here before. And yeah. That's right. Sergeant USA. Daniel, I believe. Howdy. Yeah. Colonel and Posse. That's right. The Panay Posse is in the house. Yeah. Let's see. Steve says can't open either apps. Well, download the apps there, Steve, and then try it. Download them first from the App Store and then try it. But, of course, where you're at, who knows? Sons of miles. I can't see this stuff. Oh, boy. Video is good while you're walking, which is hit or miss when I'm walking and live streaming. Looks good. Well, I tell you what, if I was just holding my camera and doing this, it would be awful. I'm using the DJI gimbal. I got I think it's the Osmo 7P, and I don't know if it's the best one out there. I think Ray, he likes his Insta360, but I kind of like this one because it's the one I have. You know what I mean? If I had the Insta360, I would probably like it, but that's okay. Good morning. How are you?
Okay.
I'm live streaming. Do you want to say hello to the people in America? Here, hold
Hello.
on. There's another gentleman out here walking, another friend. He said good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Yeah. I like to ask before you get on camera. So, yeah. See, this is what, this is the Philippines. You can't beat it. Love it. Good morning. And here we got a gentleman exercising here. I got to get in the shade to see these messages. I can't see. Well, Mike, you just got to move with the camera, man. Just got to move with the camera. And I got to move it, so I don't put people on camera that don't want to be. Oh, here we go. There's the river down there. See if we can see any fish. I see a lot of stick fish down there. And, for those you don't know what stick fish are, think about it and you'll figure it out. You were on a submarine, Mike. You shouldn't be getting that dizzy that easily. I'm the one who gets seasick, not you. Yeah. Good morning, Darren K. Welcome to the feed. Let me why are we doing that? There we go. Hold on. Let me get my camera back. There we go. it decided to, the motion sensor went off on its own there for a minute. Apologies for that. Let me get it back. There we go. And what happens with this, it's feeding off of my face. So if I turn my head or do something, it follows me, and then the camera and my phone goes with it. So that's what's happening with that. Good morning.
Are you a blogger?
Yeah, I'm live streaming right now. You want to say hello? Okay. Okay. I didn't get you on here, so yeah. I don't film anybody without asking.
Where are you from?
America, but I live here. I live in Iloilo. Yeah. I'm just doing this for fun. I want people to see the beauty.
We're from California.
Oh, okay. Too expensive for me. Take care.
LA.
Yeah.
We live in LA.
Oh, that's way too expensive for me. Take care. Enjoy. They didn't want to be on camera, so I didn't put. They apparently they're Filipino, but they live in California apparently. So good for them. And that's why I try to be respectful of people. I don't want to. They didn't want to be on the camera, and that's fine. I respect that. All right, let's see what we got going here. Thanks, Mike, for the support. Uh-oh, what's that? Lone Ranger, just heard bomb threat at the San Augustine School. That's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. All right. He's doubled. Okay. What kind of bait do you use for stick fish? Well, I'll tell you what. And to catch stick fish, you just got to use twigs. That's what I use. You know, sometimes I don't use any bait at all, and I catch those stick fish. You know, just be creative. Or you can, you could probably use leaves, but I think it depends on, what kind of stick it is on the type of leaf that you need to use for bait. That's great. I love it. Yeah, Mike's the fisherman. Use a small net. I love it. That's great. David, good morning, Colonel. I was in Elo last week. Had a pizza from Pizzeria di Giovanni. It was pretty damn good. Okay. Have I eaten there? I don't know if that's the pizza place I ate at or not. Is that the one down by the water? I didn't eat, when I went there, I didn't have pizza. I'm pretty simple. If I want the really good pizza, I go to S&R. But I'm pretty simple. I like Northeastern style pizza. And that's what I do. Good morning, Angela Rosales, my old neighbor. Well, she's young, but my ex-neighbor, I should put it that way. Good morning, Angela. Yeah, 16 views. That's great. David saying hi to Michael. Mike saying hi to Angela. You're married, Mike. Be careful. All right. Angela saying hi back. Pizzeria in Westwoods. Okay, I didn't go there. But yeah, David K. I prefer S&R. If I'm really hungry, I'll go to S&R. Sometimes I go to Pizza Hut just for that old American feel. And you ordered off of Food Panda. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Oh, there we go. Lost my camera again. As long as I get this motion sensor on my face, it'll pretty much hold the... it's swinging back and forth. I don't know what's going on with that. I hope nobody's getting too sick. I'm looking for a place to sit down. I still haven't found one. At the beginning of the walkway, there's places to sit down, but now I haven't been able to find one. Or I walked right by it because I wasn't paying attention to you guys. And it's okay. Yeah, thanks for this. There we go. Efren, lawyer, law dean. So that's a memorial. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm live streaming. You want to say hello to people in America? Here we go. Another friend.
I'm Michael from the Philippines.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, there we go. See, oh, there goes the bird. See, wasn't that great? That's the, for those of you that are thinking about coming to the Philippines to live, like I live here. So for those of you that are thinking about it, these are just reasons. I mean, I don't know him. He doesn't know me. But look at that, how, I just was willing to say hello. And, I think that's awesome. I might go down here because it's in the shade. And I'll just stand. Let's see if we can. Oh, that's going to be in the way. I'll tell you. Well, you know what? We'll just put it back on me, and if I start losing too many viewers, then we'll go back to the scenery. There I am. I would say handsome, but I know better. But anyway, I'm so happy you guys joined us. Those that are here, don't forget to hit that like. I see 15 people up now, 13, got 9 likes. So don't forget to double tap the screen or hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. It helps out the algorithms and helps YouTube remember who I am. And hello, Ray and Scuba from the Lone Ranger. Hello, Ray from Mike. Yeah, what do, Josh? Mike Bound Scuba. Yep, Ray's here. Good morning, Ray. Welcome to Iloilo down here on the Esplanada. And let me just walk over here a little bit and see get the water in the. Yeah, there we go. I'm at another one of these control ways. I was thinking it was a water pump, but it looks like it's more of a control way, a spillway, to control the water, for keep down some of the flooding. The water's going right into the river from inside the city, and that's good. Okay, looks like I lost you for a second. Apologies. Maybe this isn't a good place to be, but I need to get out of the sun for a minute. Is it still blurry? Mike, I think that's your connection, Mike. I think that's your internet, maybe. Is anybody else getting still blurry? That's weird. Okay, well, let's do this different. Let me move. Let me know if it clears up. Maybe something down here was blocking the feed. Is that better? I might have to get off of it and go back. Yeah. Okay, Ray. You're assuming I know how to do that. I'm not the expert that you are. Let's see. Is it still blurry? Yeah, I think I was down there. It was too much steel and metal blocking the feed down there, probably. Too much rebar in the concrete, creating like a Faraday cage. Probably. I recommend doing it earlier than this because the sun's starting to get really hot now. But come down here to Iloilo and just take a relaxing stroll. This goes along the river, and it's a good little walk. I don't know, somewhere it's written down how far it is. But hey, come down here, enjoy yourself, relax. Don't move. Mike. Thanks, Mike. But oh, it's choppy, Steve? Well, maybe I'll just end up having, if it gets any better. It's still. Anybody else? Is it choppy for anybody else, or another guy coming? Just right there. But yeah, Vaughn, you're right. It is, and it's maintained. It seems to be maintained. There's some weeds and stuff that could be pulled if they want to maintain it like that. But it takes money out of the city government, and this city is pretty well thought out. And you can tell that people, the leaders in this area, they took, they put some thought into Iloilo. They really have. And even with I haven't gone to the new market. I've got to go to the new market and film down there because I'm very impressed with what I saw just driving by. And then the few videos that I've seen, it's yeah, I'm impressed with what I saw there. Yeah, I know, Mike. It's okay. They don't. No one here seems. They all want to be on the video, except for those ones from America. They didn't want to be on there. Go figure. It's okay. It's okay. I stayed at one special when I was there. Okay. I don't know where that is either. I haven't been in Iloilo that long. But, for those of you that were watching, I took a little trip the past couple of days. I went up to Rojas City and There's some popped up here. Add a question and answer sticker. If trees could talk, what would they say? Oh my goodness. Well, I think we don't want them to talk. You know, unless they're Ents. I would be okay if they were Ents from Lord of the Rings. But anyway. All right, Mike. You can go check out. You got a lot going on there in your plantation. But anyway, how's the feed now, guys? Is it still? Good morning, CEO. Good Simon. Good morning. Yeah, welcome. I'm here in Iloilo. After being away for a couple of days, I went up to Rojas City for the get together and then missed it because I thought it was canceled and it wasn't canceled. Then I rode over to see James and Karen from James and Karen Adventures, and what a blast! You know, they even get the old Colonel to do karaoke, and I said I would never do karaoke, but I did it anyway. And then I found out that I was trying to take over, even though my singing is awful. But I figured not too many people could hear me, so who cares? But then again, we were live streaming, so the world heard me. So it's kind of embarrassing. I listened back to some of it, and I was just, oh my goodness gracious, that's bad. But anyway, it was fun, and got to ask James and Karen a lot of questions and talk to them, and show off that little baby motorbike, and let Karen ride it, and she had a blast. I think I got because I think now James have to buy Karen one of those motorbikes, but either way, it just made me smile watching her ride away on that motorbike because it just seemed to fit her perfectly, and they're so inexpensive. You know, you save up for a couple months and you can buy one of them with cash. It's really not that much. $82,900 cash out the door. It was funny when I bought mine. They went out back. I thought I was getting the one on the showroom floor. No, they brought one from back in the storage area, or whatever you would call that, and they brought it, came out all covered in plastic. It was like right off the truck, or right out of the shipping crate from Japan or wherever Yamaha makes them. Maybe they're made here in the Philippines, probably. But anyway, yeah, it was great. It's a fun little bike. It's not made for long trips, but it's what I got, so that's what I took, you know. And yeah, my backside was screaming for help by the time I got home. But I made it home yesterday. Clear weather like this. I made it home in 2 hours and 35 minutes from Ackland, from Balete, where James and Karen are. So it wasn't too bad. I stopped one time for about 10-minute break at 7-Eleven, got something to drink, a little snack, and wind on them. Yeah, wind on your mic cover behind your phone. Well, I'm using this DJI mic, so it's probably coming from there. But we'll work on that, Fox. I'm not an expert at this. I'm a novice and just a beginner. Thanks, Ray. It's better? Okay. So it's not choppy anymore? Maybe because I'm just found a spot and I'm standing in one place. Yeah, I have the fluffy, Fox. I just didn't. Well, maybe I have it with me. I didn't put it on here. We can try it. We can try it. I think I have it with me. Let's see. Oh, where? Oh, you know what? Nope, I left them at home in the bag because I'm only I can't carry too much. If I brought a backpack, I could have done it. Vaughn, you're living a life, Sir Doug. Oh, Vaughn, you know, appreciate that, and you can too, and you will. You know, life is about choices. And we all make good choices or bad choices, and then we have to live with the good and bad. I made a lot of bad choices, but, you know, one of the big choices I made in life was my career field. I got out of the Army. I had a wife and 2 kids, no job, no money, didn't know what to do, and I ended up going back to what I knew, which was working for the U.S. government, because I grew up in the government because my dad was colonel in the Army, and you know, that's all I knew. So I decided, you know, I need to go back to that. I don't understand outside medical insurance, but I understand, you know, going to sick call, you know, and going to the Army hospital or clinics. So that's why I went ahead and joined the Army. And when I got out of the Army, I went back to the government because I was like, I needed a job. And just so it turns out that I do real well working in a federal prison. Who would have thought? But the more I think about it, you know, God uses things in mysterious ways, and everything in your life happens for a reason. I was brought up in a very strict environment, almost like being in prison. So I realize now, looking back, that prepared me for my career, and I did very well in my career. So let's see, Fox, yeah, always better to use the fluff than not. Okay, Fox, I appreciate your time. Hey, you know, I don't think I realized he was filming all that, but old James there, he doesn't miss a beat. He films everything. I'm surprised he didn't get followed into the CR. I'm joking, James, if you're watching this. But anyway, yeah, he doesn't miss anything. He's got that camera out for everything. And I was, I didn't go down. Like my knee got in the mud when I was picking it up. But yeah, that mud was something else. I was like soup. And yeah, it was bad. I had to wash off the burn on my leg from the exhaust and trying to watch. The whole thing that caused all that was just about my shoes. I'm wearing newer shoes. I didn't want to get them all muddy. If I hadn't worried about that and just put my feet down, I'd have been fine. But I didn't want to mess up my shoes, which I ended up messing up anyway. So write that down. Lesson to be learned. Stop worrying about the stuff that you can't control and just go with the flow. You know. Yeah, CEOs. Good morning, Ray and Vaughn. So let's I'm gonna switch the camera around. I'm gonna walk a little bit more. Let me know if it messes up the feed. I don't think it will, but we're gonna walk down the. Let me turn this around for you guys. Actually, there we go. Oh, that's what happened. I had to go all jacked up. Let's try something here. See if this works. Did that work? No, that didn't work. So we'll do it on the phone. There we go. Not sure about this gimbal sometimes. And we'll see. I'm not sure about how much time I have left on it either. Let me adjust this. All right. Vaughn says he... Yes. Oh, Mike says, Simon. Oh. Simon, how's your place? And Vaughn says he got out of the Army. Halfway tried the corporate world. Then I saw at will at work, so I went back to the government and kept doing what I did on active duty, but as a civilian. There you go, Vaughn. What can we ask what you did, or is that too personal? You don't want to let people know. I'm a little careful about what I say about what I did, but I think pretty much everybody knows I was working in the federal prisons, and slow putting that out as my comfort level goes up with it. I've been out for over 11 years, and hopefully the people that wanted to take me off the count have forgotten about me. I don't know. I made a lot of enemies, and some of them weren't just the criminals, some of them were the staff. I used to joke with people. I had more trouble with the union and my union members and the staff than I did with the inmates. What in the world? Ain't that crazy? And some people are like, nah, it's true. You can say what you want. But when you're management in the federal government and you go up against the union, oh man, they hate your guts. And you're like, what did I ever do to you? I used to be an officer just like you. I got a boss. And I got sick of that stuff. I filed on, because I wasn't holding my mouth right when I was talking to them, and they got offended. It was like, you guys are a bunch of crybabies. But that's a subject for another video. Let's just enjoy the beauty of Ilo and not be negative. Stay positive. Gino, I wish I could stay positive as you do, my man. Your videos are uplifting to everybody. Oh, check it out. There's a seat here. Let's try this out. I might sit down again. There we go. Well, nothing like viewing the trash can. Let's go this way. Still viewing the trash can. Law and game while the colonel gets set up here. We'll just do it that way. Crazy about that. Ah, Bruce, welcome. Welcome. Great. Oh, I gotta turn this thing off. Or, hold on. Let me try something. I'm trying something with the equipment here, folks. Just bear with me. There. Let's try that. Baloo says, good morning. Love the brush guards on the bike. Looks pretty cool. Looks totally Australian. Have a great morning. Be safe. Yeah, thanks, Baloo. Appreciate that. Yeah, you know, I put those brush guards on there just for the look. Didn't really care whether they did anything or not. I just wanted to have the look. Good morning. And oh, here we go. You guys will enjoy this. Another vlogger walking by. You gotta love that. I said good morning to her, but too busy. She was dancing. Hello, Mr. Simon. Okay, Simon, all good, Mike. Thank you. The house survived. It's first category signal 5. There you go. Well, your house survived. That's great. Hey, Fox. Thank you for your service. You're welcome. All the veterans, thank you for your service. And you know what? I think I can speak for all veterans, or for most of us, unequivocally, we would do it all over again. I know I would. I'd do it again. Shoot, sometimes I think if I was able now, I would do it now. You know? I'm not quite sure if those motorbikes are allowed to be on here, but they're just want a motorbike. All right. For those of you that joined late and don't know, we're in Iloilo on the, what is it, Esplanade? I don't know how you say that. I'm not Filipino. But that's where I'm at right now, just filming this, taking a little break, doing something different. Fox TPA, sorry, love. Hello, much love. Hi, Ray from Fox. Oh, Vaughn, you worked in the Bradleys. Okay. There you go. Were you ever at Fort Hood? Fort Hood, Texas? Working on armor school equipment now. Okay. Baloo's from Mike. Fox, I went peacekeeping in Timor. Had my foot hacked off and stitched back on. That was that for any military care. Yeah, that's rough, dude. That's rough. But you know what? You still got your life. Still got your life. I'm happy your home did well, Mr. Simon. Great. Good morning, Mike from Baloo's. Just doing chores today. Hard day at the farm yesterday. Well, Baloo's, man, I tell you what, you're still working hard. God bless you for that. I'm still, you know, I still do hard work, but I'm just a little bit slower than I used to be. Fox fine, that would be a TikTok. Yeah, it would, TikTok. Yeah, Lauren says even bicycles not allowed. Don't think I've seen any bicycles yet, but these motorbikes have been sneaking down here. You know, it's one of those things. It never made it to the to the hood. You're funny, Vaughn. You know, over here in Southeast Asia, you know, there's laws and there's things that you're not supposed to do, but if people still do it, and unless somebody enforces it and catches them and says something, they're going to do it. You know, if you ever catch a video of my driving over here, I can see the Karens now. You know, not James and Karen, but the other Karens, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Oh, look at him! Oh, he crossed the double yellow line. Oh, he's passing on the shoulder, and oh, look, he's splitting lanes, and you know what? Yeah, I'm doing all that, and you know, I drive like they do in the Philippines, and unless someone tells me that I can't over here, you know, you can say whatever you want to say, you know. But if it's accepted over here, and because they have many laws over here, I don't know if you guys know, but there's actually laws against begging in the Philippines, and there's laws against you giving money to beggars. But do the police enforce it? No, they don't enforce it. So do people still do it? Absolutely, they still do it. You know, but your conscience is clear if you don't want to give beggars money, because you can just say, hey, it's against the law. You know, it's just, you know, I'll leave that at that. Ray came back. He was answering messages. Well, thanks for sharing, Ray. What kind of questions were you getting? You want to share? But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the view. Should I walk a little further? I know I need the exercise. Yeah. Hit that like, folks. If you didn't hit like, I appreciate it. I'm going to walk a little further. Hopefully it won't be too jumpy. Here we go. Here we go. Let me adjust this a little bit if I can. Whoop, that's the wrong way. Oh, too far. Ray's a legend in his own mind. It's all good. Most of us are. We're legends in our own mind, just like Ray. Yes, giving the money to beggars is illegal and can get you in trouble. Yeah, Fox, but I've never seen anyone get in trouble. Not that you can't, because you absolutely can, but I've never seen it. Oh, here we go. Riverside Boardwalk. Oh, look at here. Robinson's Supermarket is pushing the no smoking sign, so you're not supposed to be smoking down here either. Well, look at how beautiful this is, and you want a place to walk and just do some walking exercise or just to relax, and in a city to have a place like this to relax and take you away from the city. That's some good forethought by the designers and the leadership in Hilo. I give them credit for that. Belus, mind working. I'm just a project manager. I do as much as the good Lord allows. He has me shut down today to housework. Well, Belus, you know, we all got to do housework once in a while, brother. It's just the way it is. Vons, it looks like the government shut down here. Furlough is almost over, I think. Yeah, Von, you know, I don't want to get into politics on here too much, but we'll see what happens. The interesting thing will be to see if they go back and do like they always do and pay everybody that was not working. You know, now I had one of those jobs that was always deemed essential, so I always got paid. They always found money in the budget somewhere in the interim to pay us, because here's the thing: do you want all your federal prison workers to go home? You know, do you want to leave the animals in the zoo without food and water and just let them go of their own designs? If you came back, there wouldn't be much left. I promise you that. I've been in an institution with disturbances. It's not fun. And it's not fun, too, when you're working and you're relying on your relief to come in and they don't show up. That's not a good day in the joint. Not a good day at all. Yeah, Ray's doing his YouTube thing, and kudos to him for that. I don't take this so seriously, to be honest. Maybe someday I will, but right now I'm just having fun, meeting new people, and because I'm a talker. That's good. My name is Foxtrot. Everyone calls me Fox because it's easier to yell. Yeah, well, I'm just lazy. I'm just lazy. If I could shorten the name, I will. You're right, Von. Politics are evil. And you know what? God bless the government, you know? You're always going to have a government. If you don't, you have anarchy. And then if you have anarchy, I guess it's just left to whoever has the most guns and ammo. So, you know. Yeah, mission essential, baby. Exactly. I made sure I had a job that I was mission essential. Actually, I didn't even think about that, but as it turned out, that turned out to be a good thing. We never had to worry about, generally speaking, not getting paid. Angela's back, or she was lurking in the background. Angela said hello to everybody. Everybody say hello to Angela if you didn't. My good friend in San Juan, Batangas. She's a sweetheart. If you ever need anything, if you're in the San Juan, Batangas area, and you can get a hold of Angela, she will do her best to help you with whatever you need. I know she helped me quite a bit when I was on my own and needed help with things. She was always there, her and her family. So, yeah. Thanks, Vaughn. Yeah, Angela, she's a good lady. Good friend of mine. All right, looks like we're getting near to the other bridge. So I'm probably going to turn around and go back. Plus, I think I hear a CR calling me somewhere. And that's one of the joys of being old. Yeah, everybody say hello to Angela. Hit that like button if you don't. I hope you guys are enjoying the view. I hope it's not too bouncy for you. Oh, it's not like that, Vaughn. It's not like that. She's good people. Well, Fox, age is just a number. And, you know, in my life years, I might be 61, but that doesn't mean my body feels 61. You know? And in my mind, I'm 19. You know, on my Earth years, I'm 61. But my body tells me I'm like 75. So, you know, you're, they say you're only as young as you feel, or as young as you think, whatever. But, you know, I like to think I'm young. I act like I'm young. And be honest, I act like a little kid sometimes. You know, act like a teenager. Because maybe I'm wishing I still was. I don't know. Nah, I don't want to be a teenager again. But I wouldn't mind being in my 20s again, maybe. And thank Angela. She says 61 is still young. Yeah, well, Angela, wait. When you're 61, I want to see if you're telling everybody you're still young. Because I know better. You all get in your 30s and start telling everybody you're old. So, well, Fox, you know, it's not always that you're doing something wrong at the moment, but you probably did something wrong with that. And what I did wrong was, you know, I got assigned to light infantry, and we were ground pounding all the time, and it took its toll. And then I had a job that was super high stress. You know, and you got to worry about going to work every day. Somebody's going to stab you in the neck. And if you're going home to your family, that raises your stress level quite a bit. And that was my life. So stress will kill you. And it definitely does affect you. Ray, just being Google from Michael White. That's funny, Ray. Good morning. And that's hilarious. Balloose. My mind, I'm 27, but I'm only in bed. Once I get turned into 80, I'm 50. Okay, Balloose, you go, boy. Yeah, Ray, tech support. Ray's tech support for everybody. And Mike's a little bit of everything. Mike he's our mechanical support, I think. And Mike is also our mule delivery man. And I sometimes I think Mike might be sponsored by Mule. I'm not sure. If he's not, he should be. I'm just kidding, Mike. Fox, I disagree. Press 1 for English, 2 for Tagalog. You're funny, Josh. What I just say, yeah, just press it twice, and hopefully that thumbs up goes there, and it's all good. Say, hey, Ray, don't let those people from India take your job. Hey, I like the people from India. They come on my channel and they watch and support me, and you know, I go to their channel and watch them cook food. I learn how to cook different stuff, different combinations, because you know, as long as it's food that I like to see the different way people prepare stuff, because it helps me. Sometimes I do new things like they're doing, which is every day for them, but it'd be new for me. And I've eaten Indian food in the past, but not as, you know, obviously not like they do, because they're doing it every day. But I know whenever I eat the Indian food, generally I get the high stress, been through a lot, but body-wise is all what you put in now. Yes and no. I don't totally agree with it. But Yeah, there's different schools of thought, and a lot of that is opinion. It's just like doctors. You go to a doctor, people are like, you need to go to the doctor and get that checked out. And I'm like, okay, but why? He's only practicing medicine, you know? I remember one time I did a stress test, and the next day they sent me up to Savannah, Georgia. The hospital said that I needed to have an emergency heart catheterization, and I was going to have a heart attack. It was imminent, blah, 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 blah. And I did that invasive procedure and everything. Now, they've come a long way with it, but back then they weren't at the technology they are now. And so what happened was the results came back and I was fine. So I went to the doctor and I said, what in the world, doc? You know, what happened with all that? Why? Oh, he goes, well, that's what we call false positive on the stress test. And I said, well, false positive? I said, you did an invasive procedure, sticking that thing up into my heart. He goes, well, we're just doctors, you know, we're practicing medicine. You know, that's when that's when you look at the doctor with that look in your face, like, really? Come on. And where I come up with now, with doctors, hey, they're just practicing medicine. I can practice medicine too. Let me catch up here. Hold on. Let me go back. Yeah. Baloose. I'm like you a bit. Warren, 28 years underground, hard rock miner, forced to retire, but I always thought I'd make 30, so I didn't want to slow down. Kudos to you, Baloose, man. You're a better man than I am. I hit 50 and still can't cook. Josh Wilson. And Vaughn, I love Indian food. Well, you know, the more I watch these Indian ladies cook, because that's what they do in their lives, I'm watching them cook, and I'm like, man, it looks like some good food. You know, some good stuff. Ray says, I'm waiting for that Tanduai money. I'm making the catchphrase, rum humma. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Hey, Gino or Dazzle or both of you. Hi, Colonel. Oh, it's Gino. Dazzle and I are at the attorney's office doing the deed of sale on her motorbike. That's great. I watched her get to... Did you guys, if you guys were over there on Dazzle TV this morning, did you guys catch the look on Dazzle's face when she got the message that the motorbike was out at the guard shack, out the gate? I've never seen a young lady so happy in my life. She had her face lit up, and she was so excited, and made me excited. You know, made me excited for her. I was like, made me think I need to go buy another motorbike just so I could get that look on my face again. But I thought that was great. So happy for her, Gino, and for you. It's you know, for those of you that have a loved one living with you, whenever you can make their face light up like that and you can make them happy, you're doing a good thing. You know, I wish I could have. Well, I always tried to do that with anybody that I was with. Sometimes I succeeded, sometimes I didn't. But apparently, I didn't succeed enough because I'm single. Yeah, it's all good. It is all, oh good, I'm in the shade again. A little break. Fox, it would suck for a month or two. But if you get up early, eat well, get out, exercise, you could be feeling a lot better. I disagree with you, Fox. I used to walk, when I lived in Thailand, I exercised every day. Walked further than most people. And I did that just to maintain. Everybody's body is different, my friend. You know, not everybody can do everything that everybody says you should do. Everybody's different. So, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. And you're assuming that I don't get up every day, and you're assuming that I don't eat well and that I don't exercise. You know, I've done all that. And what works for me is intermittent fasting, and I exercise every day. So sometimes we shouldn't be so quick to judge people because we don't know what's going on with their body, and there is no catch-all for everyone. People can't just say, hey, if you do this, you'll attain this. That's a bunch of BS. It's not true. That's what the media and what the doctors, and that's what people want you to believe. I don't agree with that. But it's okay, man. You know? But yeah, eating healthy. What I learned when I went to Thailand, I lost 26 kilos in the first 4 months. And but that was because I was very unhealthy at that time. And I had a lot of stress. And when I went to Thailand, I dumped all that stress. And also was eating different food. So, yeah. You gotta, what's that, Mom? 100% PT. No need to answer. I'm just curious. It's all good. It's all good. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. And what Fox is saying is not wrong, but my point is that it's not always the same for everybody. You know, yes, getting exercise, eating correctly, we should all do that. But sometimes, like for me, I can eat correct and I can exercise. But if I eat 3 meals a day, oh no, I'm going to gain weight. And that's just how my body is. And, but, you know, it's, you gotta adjust and do what works for you. I know what works for me. I know how to lose weight. I know how to gain weight. That's why I don't eat rice. They say over here, rice is life. And I eat rice, but I can't eat it like the Filipino people do. I'd be as big as a house. Ray says, awesome, Gino. I know Dazzle was excited. Ray, she was totally excited. Good morning. She was totally excited over that. I mean, I wasn't joking. I wasn't just saying that. I was excited for her. That was great. Yeah, Bon, congratulations, Antonio family, for the new purchase. I think Dazzle's on her way to a whole new business, and I kind of liked my name, Dazzle's Day Rentals. I thought that had a good, catchy ring to it. But I'm sure she's going to do great things, and it'll probably grow. And I wish them the best on all that. What American style fast food are you eating tonight, Doug? Oh, Fox, I cook for myself, you know, and yeah, I do. I pretty much cook low carb diet. Okay, you just want to pick a fight, Fox. That's okay. Well, that was fast. Way to go, Gino. You're the man. My daily go-to, Fox, is my house. All right. But, you know, I do like pizza once in a while. I like S&R pizza. You know, it's all good. Hey, Hannah, I haven't seen you in a while. Good morning or good evening for you, I guess. I hope you're coming over here to the Philippines soon. You and your mom, or one of you or both of you. Good to see you. How's the critters on the farm? Yeah, Gino said, thank you, Colonel Ray Vaughn. And Beluce Dazzle was happy. Yeah, Gino, you could see it on her face. She was happy. She was ecstatic. That was fantastic. I love that. That was great. Fox, Hannah saying hello to you. And Fox, I don't assume anything and I don't judge. You don't need to explain yourself, Fox. You can say what you want to say, brother. It's all good. Cause you say what you want to say, and everybody else is going to say what they want to say. It's all good. Ray, Hannah saying hello to you. Hey, Hannah, much love from Fox. There you go, Fox. Be careful. Yeah, Manila Gorilla. Hey, Colonel. Hey, back to you. Hope you're having a good day. I hope it's not raining where you're at. I hope it's a sunshiny day like it is here. And I think we should all love the way we are. You know, Hannah, you're absolutely right. Unfortunately, most of us don't love the way we are unless, you know, our ego's taken over and we're a little bit arrogant. You know, I get a kick out of the people that tell people, look how great looking I am, and I'm God's, you know, the women, I'm so beautiful, all the men love me, they're always flirting, and the guys are, yeah, I'm a handsome man, look at me. You know, the girls love me. I get a kick out of that, because probably in their inner self, they don't really feel that way. But, you know, you say what you got to say to convince yourself of what you want to be convinced of. John Vasquez, are you an alien? Huh. Alien imagery. Okay. Hey, Martin. From Ray. Hannah, inside and out. That's the goal, Hannah. Doesn't, you know, a lot of people don't attain it. You know, just like that player on the Dallas Cowboys last week. he killed himself. You know, he had his whole life. You know, he made it professional sports, made the team, and had his whole career ahead of him. And you know, got into some trouble, and he ended up ending his life. No thanks.
It's a wine.
I don't drink. I don't drink. Yeah. And yeah, I just got offered some alcohol by a guy walking by. That's interesting. That must be one of your friends, Ray. He was looking for you. He wasn't looking for me. That's hilarious. That was hilarious. Hey, bro, you want to drink this? It's wine. I don't think it was wine. All right. You're absolutely right, Fox. You know, right, a lot of people don't realize rice is a starch. And it's definitely will put weight on most people. Well, it puts weight on the Filipinos. Some of them, not all of them. But some of them, yeah, it'll put weight on them. And it's funny, most of the ones I talk to, they don't realize that rice is a starch. They don't realize what rice does. And as they're trying to get their boyfriends, the girls are trying to get their boyfriends to eat more rice. And I'm like, I tell them, I'm like, look, don't be offended by it. I can't eat all that rice. My body does not process it in a good way for me. So, hey, Rayo Saul. The degenerates are here, so I thought I'd pop in. You gotta love that. You know, it's all good. It's all good. Dazzler's Day Reynolds. Sounds good to me, Colonel. Yeah, I kind of like, you know, it just popped in my head. Now, I'm trying to, you know, use the first letter of their name because it has a certain ring. That's kind of why, you know, I went with the Colonel's Chronicles because for me, it just flowed off. But I realized for a lot of Filipino people, they have difficulty with that. But I love it when I hear the "Kama now," and then they get to Chronicles and it's like, they don't know. And then my Indian friends, they call me Colony G. It cracks me up. I love it. Colony G. Yeah, I like the sound of that too, Gino. Ray says, I'm excited about my package. My new wireless mics from Amazon arrived in Manila, so maybe I'll get them before my live stream tonight. Which mic did you go with, Ray? Just curious. I'm sure you Googled it and looked at all the, what's the word I'm looking for? All the people that tested them. What do you call it? The reviews, that's what I meant to say. Vegas Wood, Doug, try apple cider vinegar. Oh, I've used apple cider vinegar. Take a good swallow of that. See how you feel. One spoonful a day, and brush your teeth so the taste is gone. Well, I don't know, Vegas, I might like that taste. But no, I've done the apple cider vinegar before. Nothing wrong with that. I actually suggested that to a friend of mine the other day too. Yeah. Yeah. You guys underestimate me a little bit in my varied interests and varied knowledge base. Especially when it comes to diet, health. I used to be a bodybuilder. You guys might look at me now and think, no way. But yeah, I used to be into bodybuilding, so I know all about diet, weight training, losing weight, all that, you know. Been there, done that. Life's about choices, like I said before. Need more live highlights. I have trouble coming home and trying to catch on all the 1.5 to 3 hour lives each evening from all the channels. Yeah, you know, that's tough, Josh, even for me. You know, so I watch what I can and go back later and watch some more and go back later and watch some more. You know, just do the best you can, and we understand. It's okay. Ray's laughing at Martin, saying hello to Hannah. Hannah says it's 7:54 p.m. over here, and we plan on going to the Philippines in April. That's great, Hannah. I hope I get to meet you in person. I'll have to figure all that out. Hey, James and Karen in the house. James, you know, I told you already, and you know, but I had such a blast there, and I can't wait to come back up that way again and and I'll be meeting all the other people up there. Can't wait to go meet Gino in person, and a lot of good people up there on on the northern part of Panay Island, Ackland, Kalibo. I'm sure there's many other in other areas. And that was quite the ride back, James. It was so much better than the ride up, and I think I went. I actually think I went a different way. Well, I know I had to go a different way. Part of it because I went to Rojas City, and coming back I didn't go through Rojas City. So good morning, Fox. What do you mean? Be careful. Refresh my memory, Fox, on what I said. I don't know. A lot of things come out my mouth. Hi, Jim and Karen. Ray says that'll be awesome, Hannah. Bring sunscreen. April will be hot. Yeah, there's different schools of thought on sunscreen too. I rarely use it anymore. I usually just cover up. I'm not today, but I'm trying to stay in the shade. You know, some people say sunscreen causes the cancer that it's trying to stop. Different schools of thought. James saying hello to Fox. Ray saying hello to James and Karen. Josh Wilson. Yep, everybody saying hello to everybody. Talking starch and having a baked potato in a few minutes. Yeah, Josh, you know, starch comes in many forms. Does anybody realize that peas are not necessarily a good vegetable for you? But I still eat them once in a while. Okay, Joshua, this is like a nice sidewalk through the jungle. Yeah, this is like just a nice walkway, Josh, here in Iloilo City, along the river. You know, in the U.S. we'd call it a river walk. They're saying Esplanada here, but they've done a good job here. Now I'm walking past the construction, so forgive the noise of the grinders and whatnot. But yeah, you got your tropical plants. It might look like a jungle to some people, but if it is, it's a modern jungle. But it's got the beautiful vegetation and stuff. Let me walk a little bit faster to get past this grinder. Hannah says, I don't think bad of you. Good. Ray. Hollyland Lark M2 mic. Same one I had. Really liked it until I plugged in my charger through the receiver. 225. Yeah. Fried the board. Yeah, I didn't do that with mics, Ray, but I've done that before with a kitchen appliance I brought from the U.S. and one day I forgot. Well, what it is, I didn't realize it had a sensor that is on all the time when it's plugged in. I didn't realize that, and I had it unplugged and I plugged it in, and just because that sensor was active, it burned up the whole machine. I was so mad because it was an expensive Ninja blender. So I forgot to plug it into the transformer that I had. So like you said, lesson learned. Balloose. I'm on rice and white potato. Chicken, okra hammering on the farm days. It's like a speed for me. I don't do it often, but I do it. Salute to you veterans. Back to work for me. Hello all. Thank you, Balloose. Be safe, dude. And thanks for still working and paying those taxes for the rest of us. I'm definitely going to visit Gino and Dazzle this next trip to Masbate afterwards. Me and Lynn will go that way and then take a ferry from Cataclan to Mindoro. Hey Ray, I enjoyed Mindoro thoroughly. It reminded me of Phuket, Thailand. And what a beautiful island also. Honestly, I haven't found a not beautiful part of the Philippines except maybe Quezon City, you know. But I find most of the Philippines beautiful. Josh says, I could see Michael, something simple, walking this daily. Yeah, the problem with this walkway here is there's nowhere to park necessarily. If you're on a motorbike, you can park at the end. But if you're in a car, I don't know where you park at. Maybe there's somebody knows something about Ilo that I don't. But most people I talk to say, yeah, you just kind of have to walk there. I'm like, okay. Hannah says, I can't wait to try balut with James and Karen. Hannah, more power to you. I'm not eating it. Matter of fact, you can have mine. You know, go for it. Let's see. Yes. Wait, what does it say? Looks like a relaxing walk. Yeah, it is. It is. Very relaxing. Alrighty. Let's see what else. James won't do balut. I know. James said, Hannah and Karen can have my share of the balut. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Okay, folks, I'm going to have to end it here in a minute. What are you doing with life? I'm just relaxing, Fox. I got lots of hobbies and stuff like that, but I'm just loving life over here. And but listen, everybody, thanks for participating. I got to find a CR. So I'm going to end this now so I don't embarrass myself. And thanks for joining me. And you guys have a great day. Colonel's out.